We were just here not only a few weeks ago, and apparently the coaster has made incredible progress, and I have heard that they are pretty much wrapping it up. They might have one or two sections, and then the coaster is going to be done. So let's go take a look at the new coaster track here at Galaxyland. Wow, it is busy here today. I suppose it is a Sunday on a long weekend, so that would make sense. Okay, here we go. I cannot wait to see what has changed. Oh yeah, there's definitely more coaster now. I think the most obvious update is going to be over there. So let's go take a look on that side. All right, yeah, so the last time we were here, the track ended there. So they've actually, oh look, another inversion. Oh, and the green track is also complete. So now we can actually trace and see just what the ride experience is going to be like on this thing. Now that it's complete, there's nowhere to load it other than there. So actually, where it was once loading here as the mind bender, now it's going to be loading over there. All right, and because we can see right over there that's where the orange section ends, that's the end of the ride, which means it's going to launch this way. This is, I imagine, a maintenance track to take the trains off for regularly scheduled maintenance or emergency repairs or what have you. So we're going to launch this way. And, you know, let's get a better angle. Okay, so the family mode of the coaster launches off, and you go around there, a helix section, another helix section, up and over and up right to about the orange, and then you come back down, reversing, another trip through the two small helix sections, and then back down. So probably a thrilling but somewhat gentle experience. However, I mean, just look at that inversion, and this one as well. So you can imagine how you're going to take off with a lot more speed. So not only will you hit the orange track, but these green tracks are going to be a lot more extreme too, because you're going to be going through them at a higher rate of speed, and it's going to feel more extreme. You're going to feel more G's. You're going to feel more of the twists and turns. So you're going to go through the same way the green one does. And then I imagine this brake track here, this is what slows you down so you don't go all the way over. On the extreme mode, you continue up and over, you're inverted, you fly down, you go around that. It is literally, we are one section away from completion, people. There is literally only one section that hasn't been put in, and it is right there. You fly that way, inversion, up and over, another, I don't know, it's not a full inversion. It's I'd say maybe a little more than, over sideways, back down, and then back down to the bottom. Wow.
I wonder if it'll be the same speed on the green, depending if you're going up the orange, or if they just slow you down here.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. Or if they actually shoot you faster.
I mean, is it entirely possible that because we see this brake section here at the very end of the green section that stops you from going all the way over, it's possible that no matter what speed you go on, you get the same experience through the green section of the track. Maybe, maybe not. I was under the impression that you wouldn't go quite as fast, keep it a little more family friendly, but it's hard to say. Man, this looks really, really good. I just wish it went a little bit higher, you know? The Mindbender used to tuck right up there. We also lost the motion theater that used to be down there. In fact, in this spot right here, it was a rather large theater, and it was right down in there, and these pillars used to come through the waiting area, or the Mindbender's pillars. And if the Mindbender was going, you could put your hand on that pillar, and you could feel the vibration in the pillar and in the room while you were waiting to load your 3D theater experience. That was very cool. And I don't know, but I'm not sure I'm seeing room to bring something like that back. There's plenty of room down here, but I think they're prioritizing this roller coaster, probably not worried too much about bringing back that theater. So I'd be shocked if we ever see that come back. Are these stores still open? You used to go out here? Oh, you can. Wow, the volume difference just walking through those doors is like deafening. Feels like the Rapture. So wow, it's really exciting to see that we are so close to having this coaster done. Now there's still some, you know what? Let's go inside.
Okay.
We are one section away from having a complete loop, and the only thing I haven't seen yet are the actual trains. Now, I'm sure there's some testing and some more configuration that has to happen once they get those trains on the track, but this last little stretch, they have been going about a mile a minute, so maybe we'll be back sooner than later to see the trains actually going along the track. Who knows how long that's going to be, but that's probably going to be the next update we can look forward to. So thanks again for watching. Let me know what you think about the coaster in the comments below. And until next time, keep your stick on the ice. This used to be the kids bumper cars area. I think it was just called Kiddie Bumper Cars back in the day. That's the only brand on there that doesn't have a ride yet.